Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into ARMY's being a little bit mad over the possibility of a BTS and Ariana Grande collab. There is a lot going on, and I can totally see why people are upset. I do want to get into that. I also want to get into Blackpink a little bit, talk about why Jisoo was under attack, and what was going on with that whole situation. There was a trending hashtag. It was a whole thing. I do not stand the hate being a whole thing. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. I woke up this morning with kind of crazy news. Apparently we've all been wanting a BTS and Ariana Grande collab. And BTS and Ariana Grande have been pretty friendly with each other for quite some time now. They met a while ago. This was for 2020 Grammys, and it was during the BTS rehearsal, before Miss Rona. It's weird to know this is from 2020, and they were all actually in person and stuff, but a lot of people were very excited about the meet, and were hoping maybe something could come of it. Also, BTS mentioned someone they would like to collab with is Ariana. However, it definitely felt like it might be a while before this actually happens. One, they would have to find a song to work that out with, but also they already had their album done. It was a weird time, but they did take cute photos together and post it online, and people loved it. I think we were all very much anticipating something to happen, but when it didn't happen right away, people pretty much forgot about it. Recently, there was this alleged person on the Tweetster who said this: according to reliable insider LYFT, Ariana Grande has collaboration with BTS and it could be released this year. The tweet went viral, and so many people were talking about it, and it was on news sites that BTS and Ariana Grande were rumored to be doing something. And while I would love for this to be true, there is just no evidence of this being true. Who is this alleged reliable source? You can't just say it's a reliable source, then bam, it becomes reliable. That's not how that works. I want to know the @ of this person who said this. Drop their information. DM me their phone number and address. I'm kidding. Apparently this insider had previously leaked songs by The Weeknd, Ariana Grande's 34+35 remix song, Doja Cat, Katy Perry, and even Zayn's album, I guess. I didn't know any of this stuff was leaked, but if you're a big fan of those artists, let me know if those songs were leaked before we all knew about them. I think this is absolutely crazy that someone could just tweet something online like this and it goes viral. Like, I totally understand if it was something really crazy and it had actual evidence in the tweet, but this is just random, I think. But it didn't stop there. Since the tweet went viral, both Arianators and ARMYs had a bit of a fan war. This is not okay. First off, like, if the idea of two artists working on something creates fan wars, then if they actually did work together and want to release a song, they're just gonna go trash that song because of the backlash they're receiving now. A lot of people were angry that Ariana was doing anything with BTS, and they didn't want BTS to collab. Then a lot of ARMYs were calling those critics to be xenophobic. One person said, "The replies though, TF are y'all so loud for, xenophobia clearly showing." Now for the most part, I was seeing a lot of comments that were like, oh, BTS and Ariana Grande wouldn't make great music together because they simply just don't like BTS's music. That's fine, but I definitely disagree. I think they'll make great music, and a lot of ARMYs actually support Ariana, so I do think it's a good match. However, there definitely were a lot of comments that were actually xenophobic, which, if you don't know what xenophobic means, it's just the fear of someone who is different or foreign. This is something BTS deals with constantly in their career. Or just ignorant comments that if they knew the full story of BTS, they would literally stan them. They would love BTS, but they refuse to listen. I think Ariana is very excited to be working with K-pop artists right now. Again, if true. I think it's a very trendy thing to do right now. I also think she's a big fan of the group. So if this is real, I definitely do support. But I do want to say we should wait for an official announcement and kind of take these rumors with a grain of salt. I also do wonder how a BTS and Ariana Grande song would possibly sound. I think Ariana Grande can add a lot of harmonies to BTS's voice. I think she would be amazing in a chorus, like what they did with Halsey. I really think there's a lot of options here. But I was seeing people on the Tweetster saying this: we don't want that irrelevant group using Ariana's Spotify streams. And if you're someone who isn't happy with Ariana and BTS doing a song, then it'll just be one song, if this is true, and then everyone can move on and go their separate ways. I don't understand the hate when an artist decides to work with another artist that you possibly don't like. Unless the artist you don't like is not that famous. Like if BTS was still underground and then worked with Ariana, I can see like people would be mad. But they're both like household names, and BTS is already super famous without Ariana, and vice versa. So no one is using no one, and it's just to make music. Because on the other hand, I was reading people saying that they would like Blackpink to work with Ariana. So is it about clout and using of the cloutage, or is it about just not liking BTS? If you don't enjoy it, move on. It's that simple. I agree that ARMYs are allowed to be a little angry here. BTS has worked so hard, only for certain toxic people. I won't even call them Arianators. Just toxic people who decide who Ariana can and cannot work with. Have you enjoyed every artist that Ariana Grande has worked with, but BTS would ruin it for you? That does feel a little xenophobic, no? I would be so excited to hear a song if this is true. I really do think it can be epic, and it's definitely something original. Ariana and BTS don't put out things that aren't good. They always both slay it with the vocals. And if this does happen, and you can't support the song, then you're not a supporter, because it's still something that Ariana and BTS would have put their soul and heart into. So let's see what happens. I'm definitely excited about this next chapter in our lives, the next chapter of new amazing artists working together. I'm very curious to see the reaction if this drops, because people can say whatever they want, but once a song drops and both fandoms come together to try to break the record, I think it's going to be an amazing and beautiful thing. We must protect the artists we love and let them work with whoever they want. Stop assuming everyone is just innately bad. It's simply not true. I've noticed a lot with cancel culture lately. It's not if someone does something that is bad and then the internet tries to cancel them. Don't get me wrong, that happens, but not as often, of just random groups of people not liking this person for no reason. Happens to anyone who talks about K-pop or is in K-pop, and because they hate this person's face so much, they literally try to look for things to cancel this person for, and they usually find nothing. Jisoo of Blackpink is someone in that situation. There is nothing to cancel this poor, beautiful, amazing, sweet woman. Like, she is so beautiful and so kind. There just isn't a reason, but everyone tries to look for something. Recently online there was a trend on the Tweetster called #ProtectJisoo, and xenophobia is not a joke. Basically, people were attacking Jisoo for not speaking English well, and really attacking and saying horrible things about her, because she's the only one in Blackpink that cannot speak English fluently. But like, okay, like she doesn't need to, and she likely knows more English than you know Korean. This is a very blatant example of xenophobia, which is the theme of today's video. If you're looking at someone, you're saying, "You're weird, I don't like you because you don't speak English," that's awful. That's not okay. And it really shows that the world just isn't ready to accept anything that is slightly different from their norm. Jisoo is a Korean artist from South Korea. She does not need to know English. It's not mandatory for her. And if she chooses in like 10 years to retire or only do K-dramas, or just take her money and just live a good life, she never has to learn English. And also, I think this is an example of just trying to cancel someone for no reason. Because let's say she goes and learns English. She becomes fluent, great. Then the hate will be, "Oh, Jisoo has black hair, cancel her." You literally can't win with these people. And the problem is that some of these people have a platform, because hate spreads faster than love. So when someone writes a hate comment, they start to get a lot of followers and likes, and it gives them a platform to say more hate and stuff. This is the actual problem with the Tweetster sometimes. It really magnifies the hate, and there's a lot of awful things being said on there on the daily that go viral. I wanted to see the positive side and highlight some of the amazing things and support that Jisoo was getting under the Protect Jisoo hashtag, saying this: "You're beautiful, you're perfect, and your English is good enough. We love you, Jisoo." I'm so glad that Jisoo has such amazing blinks to support and care for her, to really make her feel like she is loved, and we're lucky she doesn't know English enough to actually be able to sit there and read these awful things. But we know that a lot of these positive comments, and hopefully even my words of encouragement, will come to the top and be the words that remain out there. Her English was perfect in Ice Cream, and even back when she did the cover of Clarity by Zed, her English was perfect. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it, and if the queen decides to give English a chance and learn it, that is her choice. And if she decides English is for peasants, and she will not be bothered, she can do that, and I will bow down to her. Let me know what you think, let me know what your thoughts are, leave it down in the comment section down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't react to on here. This is due to copyright or it getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get reaction videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel. I have a video over there explaining that. That's free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those. I'll see you over there. Bye.